Well, I mean, it makes sense, right? We're partnering with DivInc. I see it as an amalgamation of different reasons, right? One, I mean, DivInc is in Austin, right? So it makes sense that we work together, but that's not the only reason why, right? I think when you look at what DivInc stands for, the fact that DivInc has created and continues to create a platform that's focused on social causes, that's focused on creating equity, right? In entrepreneurship, that's crucial. Because for an underrepresented founder, what that means is that they're able to build viable tech startups. And so that resonates with Dell, right? If you look at what Dell stands for, if you look at our 2030 moonshot goals, whereby we're focused on making sure that 50% of our global workforce and 40% of our people leaders globally are women, right? That's important. That's aligned with what DivInc is doing. When you look at the fact that, over 10 years ago, Dell established the Dell Women's Entrepreneur Network, DWEN, which focuses on elevating female founders, connecting them to the right resources, right? We have often heard about the difficulty that female entrepreneurs have when it comes to funding. It didn't start yesterday or 2 years ago, 5 years ago. It's been ongoing. Dell established DWEN over 10 years ago because we're at the forefront of this. So we saw these issues, right, in the industry. So these are the things that we have in place that is aligned with what DivInc is doing. So it makes sense. And coupled with the fact that DivInc is in Austin, so it's a confluence of those two things. That's why we're working together. Well, I've been at Dell for 11 plus years. And, the way I approach this, or the way I champion equity, is in two parts, right? There's an external piece and internal piece. Externally, I've invested myself, my time, my efforts, my resources in programs that has to do uplifting underrepresented entrepreneurs, underrepresented founders, minorities, women. I do spend time often in Central Africa and in West Africa to spend time with young entrepreneurs that are trying to find inroads into entrepreneurship or creating and establishing a small business. Internally at Dell, as a people leader, creating an environment within my team, within small business, whereby we can have open conversations around diversity, equity, and inclusion has been paramount to me. Yes, so our work with early stage startups is an ongoing one, right? We do realize that with early stage startups, a lot of these startups these founders have just a general idea, right? They're trying to work in their pitch deck. They're trying to fine tune things. We've seen a lot of that going on, especially in the past 2 years, where while the pandemic has kept everybody holed up, for a lot of early stage entrepreneurs or new entrepreneurs, right, is an opportunity for them to kind of sit down and further sharpen that idea or clean it out or craft it or refine it, right? And so simply what we're doing, or that conversation with early stage startups, is that, hey, Dell is here for you, we got you, right? We want them to understand that as they embark on that entrepreneur journey, we're present at the onset, right? When they get to that, VC funded stage, that growth stage, we'll be there. And then when they start getting mega and they become like a unicorn, we're absolutely there when they're ready to scale. And so we want to be there from the onset of that journey all and through, right? For me, if I have to pick one, is the creation of workforce education programs around diversity, equity, and inclusion. I think that a lot of folks, could be professionals, individuals, leaders, whether in the tech space or even other industries, still don't have a grasp of the impact of DE&I. The 234 project was, or rather is a platform that was co-founded with a friend of mine, and the focus is on empowering young Nigerians, right? How can young Nigerians, take hardships and obstacles and turn them into opportunities? My work with the Mandela Fellowship is something else I'm very excited about. The Mandela Fellowship was established by the U.S. Department of State in conjunction with IREX. And what it's all about is that they recognize entrepreneurs between the ages of 25 and 35 in Africa doing phenomenal stuff. So this is an immense honor for me. So that's something that I need people to know, that Dell Technologies, Dell Small Business, is committed to supporting small business and entrepreneurs, and we are ecstatic and looking forward to the challenge ahead.